welcome back to another trade recap, and let's just get straight into it. I obviously lost one, and then I later in the day won one trade. So that's pretty much. It doesn't make me break even because I de-risked on this one. I don't want to risk uh, double when I take two trades. Um, but yeah, I'm happy about that. I did follow my risk management plan, although I didn't follow my trading plan on this trade, so that was really bad though. But it's okay. We made two-thirds back in this trade, so that's I'm pretty happy about that actually. So let's go through the trades. So the first one I should never have taken, like ever. This was a really stupid trade, to be honest, and I definitely should have like thought twice before I entered this trade. But alright, so starting off on high time frames, I marked all the session openings out, and I saw that we had a lot of hourly low resistance highs up here, and then we had these high resistance highs. And we could see that, or at least in my eyes, we wanted to take them out, especially when we had this big, I didn't mark it out, but I just had it in the back of my mind, this big 4-hour fair value gap. And yeah, so I scaled into the lower time frames, and because we had a 15-minute or 4-hour fair value gap, I wanted a 15-minute confluence, and we got a 15-minute breaker structure just before market open. So that was really it. Of course, I didn't enter off of just that, but that was my 15-minute confluence. And of course, we have this 15-minute, or sorry, I marked it wrong. This 15-minute breaker block. So we had a lot of 15-minute confluences, and on the 5-minute, we had this big fair value gap. We had the equilibrium, or this is actually 15-minute equilibrium. Let's just make it a bit smaller. 15-minute equilibrium, and we had we broke structure here, so we had this breaker block and everything. So we had a lot of confluences, although we never really had a high time frame confluence. We had this 4-hour confluence, of course, but we had been in this fair value gap for like 8-10 hours. So it was stupid of me to just assume that we were going to push up just randomly. And of course, we wanted to take out some hourly liquidity. So I entered before we took out some hourly liquidity. But when we took out these London session lows, that's when we actually pushed up. And that's where I was able to enter in my second trade, which was a lot better. So we take out these lows right here. And I see so we break structure on the 5-minute, we break structure back up, and break structure back down. We push up here, break structure again. We validate this 5-minute fair value gap, but I didn't really think of that much because we had, you can see we had this breaker block, we had some order blocks, and we pushed into equilibrium, of course. I didn't mark that out, but that's pretty obvious. So I entered off of, I think, 1-minute inverse fair value gap. I didn't enter off of this inverse fair value gap. I entered off of this because this was the last one in the push down, and obviously the strongest. So that's where I entered right there. And yeah, we were stuck in a bit of a drawdown, but eventually we ended up pushing up. We took out. This was my first tip off, and this was the second. But we ended up creating hourly highs. So I put one stop loss at these highs that we formed, and then second stop loss here, and a third here. But I took out like 70% on these two, like in total 70%. So 50% and I think like 20%, and then I just took the rest up here with a total profit, or we didn't profit, but this trade I made $40, I think, and this I lost 60. So I lost $20 today, and that, like, it isn't a lot. And I'm obviously, I'm kind of happy about today because I proved to myself that I actually can trade, and I saw what's wrong with this, so that I'm happy about that. I need to learn though, because this was a really bad trade, and I don't want to take this in the future. I think I was just really over, or like I really looked for a trade today, and I chased a trade instead of looking for a trade because I lost like a lot of dollars in the last two trading days. So yeah, that's something I need to think about in the future. But the rest, this was like phenomenal. This was really good, I think. And obviously we kind of, yeah, I guess we top take this take profit because we have just consolidated from there. So really good take profit, and everything about this was just pretty good. So yeah, that's about it. Love and appreciate y'all. Bye. Thank y'all for watching.